Alrighty, what's up, y'all? So John Wall has been with the Washington Wizards for some time, right? Number 1 overall pick in 2010. Only 4 times in those years has this team finished above 500. 3 times, though, they have reached the Eastern Conference semis. The East is so open, as we certainly do know. Now, what we also know, and that has been well documented, is 2 years later from when John Wall was drafted, Bradley Beal was a lottery pick going to the District of Columbia. And there has been friction like crazy between these two stars. We have seen this previously, right? Where 2 stars want to be the guy. They've even gone on the record saying this. I think a lot of times we have a tendency to dislike each other on the court. We got to be able to put that to the side. That is John Wall saying that about his relationship with Bradley Beal. Then Beal went on to say, it's tough because we're both alphas. It's always tough when you have 2 guys who firmly believe in themselves, who will bet on themselves against anybody else, who want to be that guy. We both can be that guy. While it is true that they both want to be that guy, there's only room for one. And it's John Wall, who signed a $203 million extension that runs till about 2023. Bradley Beal, 3 years left. While the East is open, it appears that it's not open for this team. And here's why. Much like Portland, great backcourts still need that third piece. They are searching everywhere for this third piece. The Wizards went out and got Dwight Howard. Y'all know how I feel about Dwight Howard. They went and got Austin Rivers. Good player who could potentially come off the bench on a good team. That's his perfect fit. Is he going to unseat Otto Porter? No. As a starter? No. Portland has the same problem. They overpaid for Evan Turner when the salary cap went way, way up because that new deal with ESPN kicked in for the NBA. They re-signed Yusuf Nurkic, who I like. It's not good enough to get out of the West. So if the Wizards are in this position, and the worst thing in my humble opinion is to be average. Not that they're not above average. Their talent level is up there. But the worst thing in sports, or in the NBA rather, is to be average. Because you're not bad enough to pick low, and you're not good enough to make it to the finals. So if they were to unload the 25-year-old in his prime, real deal Bradley Beal, who is coming off his first season ever of playing 82 games or more, Clutch Points broke it all down. So let's review their trades, shall we? Their first one is Bradley Beal for Andrew Wiggins. It's not enough. At this point in time, you know who's better? Bradley Beal. And yes, Jimmy Butler would have a better running mate. Could that keep him in Minnesota? Maybe. But at this point, you got to throw in more. Would they throw in Jeff Teague? Probably not. Would they throw in Josh Okogie? Maybe. How about throwing in a future pick or a future player to be named later, or both? Then maybe we could pull the trigger on that. And then here's another one. Minnesota would trade Jimmy Butler for Bradley Beal. Keep Jimmy Butler. Now, the opposing point to this is, well, hang on a minute. Jimmy wants to test free agency, right? There's all these rumblings about him playing with Kyrie Irving, going to New York. Let's pump the brakes on that as well. If there's one thing you don't want to do as an NBA player, if there is one thing you don't want to do as an NBA player, it's play for James Dolan, who is highly incompetent. So stay away from James Dolan. But again, to revisit this, Jimmy Butler is going to test free agency. He does not want to stay with Minnesota. He's clashing with Karl Anthony Towns. It appears there's only one spot at the 3 with Andrew Wiggins. Jimmy's going to go. Why not trade him for Bradley Beal? I understand it, though if you were to trade for him, it's still not enough. CJ McCollum for Bradley Beal. Fine trade, similar players, but who would you take at this point in time? Thought in the comments section below. I'm not going to tell you. And then here's another one. Luol Deng and Brandon Ingram for Bradley Beal. Yes, you would be getting a younger player in Brandon Ingram who could potentially be better than Bradley Beal, but you would have to attach Luol Deng in order to not only make the money work, but also eat a contract. I don't think the Wizards would do that. And here's the last one. Wilson Chandler, JJ Redick, and Dario Saric for Bradley Beal. What the Wizards would want in any deal for Bradley Beal is probably Markelle Fultz. Would you trade Markelle Fultz for Bradley Beal? I'm sorry. Would you trade Markelle Fultz and another player like Dario Saric? So look, those are via Clutch Points. What is your best trade offer? Let us know in the comments section below. Please do me a favor. Subscribe to 2IT Sports. We'll see you soon.